Yeah. Figures I would forget to do one thing before stream. And that was turn on VTube Studio on my phone. I was like, why aren't I moving? And it's because I'm a dumbass. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day, a good morning, or a happy afternoon. And it's time for another day, another stream with me, Munii. Today, we are going to be working on some more illustrations. Wow, indeed. Good morning. Hello, Xion. How are you? I miss you, Xion. Mama, mama, mama. But yeah. If anybody needs a bit of a recap on what stuff that we did last stream, at least last time we did the sticker stream, so to speak. We did. I don't know where to put my phone. I'll put it over here. Last time well, this is one of the mock-ups, which is, this was clearly designed by Matt. I don't know how to do it correctly, because you have to be careful with really wordy things, because you could just have it all text. But if you want to have it an illustration with it, you have to, it's kind of like a weird balance, right? We created I Can Be Your Angle, pink version, and the blue version. I can be your angle. We also have the hello signs, like, hello, I'm totally not unemployed, I'm a VTuber. Or the hello, I'm self-employed, I'm not unemployed, I'm self-employed. And then what else do we have? We have deadlines. So technically we did do 5 stickers, because our goal of each stream, when we do the these illustration sticker streams, is that we try to do 5 stickers. Even though, like, 2 of them are basically like, I want to say revisions of each other in a way, but technically both marketable stickers. I'm not sure what other direction I should go for. That's always a struggle when it comes to, like, figuring out the next illustration, right? Because I kind of going into this without any kind of idea. Now, there's always the idea where you can just kind of, like, draw something and, like, be like, I drew it because it's cute. That's always a valid reason to draw something. I mean, like, I do eventually want to do the now kiss sign. The problem is I don't know how I want to do the person how I want them to hold the sign. That's the thing, right? It's difficult to, like, kind of, like, to, like, get that pose down, if that makes sense. Because I could, like, place this a little bit more above the person. But it's also kind of like, do I do it more straightforward, where they're, like, you know, where they're looking right directly at you, or should I have it more angled? I think if I want to make it as simple as possible, it's easiest just to make it like looking straight forward at the audience, and do that instead. I do also eventually want to go back to doing the ring design, like, designated, like, con mom, designated con dad. Like, eventually, I'm having trouble with, like, I'm not super, like, for people who are curious, I'm not super in love with the Cappy design that I came up with. Like, this, I'm not too fond of the look in the end. So, like, we're kind of, like, still revisiting that. Maybe we want to go with, like, the solid line, not, like, the crayon kind of style design. But yeah, that's, like, kind of, like, where we're at for some of them. I mean, I think it would be a nice patch, too. And then it's, like, I like the condolences for your brain cell. I feel like if I was better at drawing flowers, like, that... that might be a better sketch. Born to be nerdy, forced to be normie. That's also what I want to do eventually, because, like, the thing is, I want to draw the person as a suit, but then again, it goes back to the, like, how much detail can you squeeze in such a small sticker? Then there's loading brain cell. And it's based on coffee. Coffee's like really sleepy today, so maybe we won't bully Coffee today. Okay, so you know what? We'll go with like now kiss sign. Sleepy. What's this? Where is the... And we'll do... Since we're redrawing it, I don't think it really matters, honestly, if we see it or not. I'll bring it up for it, though. Do that. Wait, do you guys even have, like... Oh, shoot. You know what? This is the wrong page. Because I'm sitting there going, like, how come you guys don't have any sound going on? Yes, I have a different page just for art, but I didn't do it correctly because apparently I'm so used to just going to the gaming page, and I still haven't really, like, things I really need to do is, like, I need to, like, set up everything to make it the way I actually really like it to be. Where's my drawing screen? Here we go. There's my drawing screen. We'll delete that. Now you guys have something nice to listen to, as opposed to just waiting for me to speak and, like, in absolute silence. Okay, let's do that sketch again. Okay, drawing the... Drawing that. We'll fix it up later, it's fine. Something like that. Tell me something like that. And then it says in the middle... Now kiss. And then... Maybe that, or do we want to have little hearts? Hello! Hello, Bartholomew! How are you? Adding the dinos. Going good. Works okay. I like this better than my past illustration for this. I also have breakfast next to me. If we want to outline it like this, because then this will be specifically maybe like 15 pixel. Oop, not lock. Put all these in the folder. Then this is like definitely the element of like the more you overthink a sticker or more overthink like certain illustrations, you can't get it done fast. And then like the less you think about it, like the more non-thinky the way of doing it, you can get illustrations done. Oh. I had to put my plate away. Sorry. I'm like, is that how thumbs look when they're holding up now? Or should it be more like pointed upwards, right? And then we'll have it behind. Mew Mew, hello, Sir Yukimura, how are you? Me now? Me new? Are you new? New and improved? No, to be honest, it's easy. We're not being that sassy baka. Am I a sassy baka? I mean, I do have one brain cell. Not improved at all. Sorry, this is not the improved model. Still have one brain cell. Just with a cloak on now. Just trying to think about how to do hands, cause like, this is like, you know, when you're holding something up in the air, right? It's hard to get like that nice like look. Cause when you're holding something up, right? You know, like this, right? Typically, you will have your thumbs like this. You know what I mean, chat? But it's hard to kind of like illustrate it. When in doubt, for hand, put it inside long sleeves. I know, right? That's the artist's trick. Why are you revealing our secrets? Why are you revealing our secrets? You put it in the pockets, or you put it in you put it in if you can't draw pockets, you put it behind your back. The era of like everyone draws everything behind the back. Like do people remember I'm gonna hide this for a minute. Do people remember when like the era of the 90s where everyone would just like or inside some crazy or make it away from the camera, yeah, or some people do like the whole like head down, head angled down, right? Oh, it has to be that way because it has to be ooh, you know, like the ooh. And then like, and then because you don't want to draw the hands, do that. And also the legs are together, like the I wanna pee, but I'm not needing to pee. I'm just like I'm really cute. I'm really cute. Big baggy pants, shoes pointed inside, you know, and the and then the easiest way to censor those naked hands, kappa, yeah. And then you also have to do the little blush marks. Because everyone got the how to draw manga books, you know? And they also had to have like tried an attempt at anime hair. Because you had to have anime hair. So like there's like, you know, everyone's super gelled up and everything. Do y'all remember that era, or does this hurt me more than it hurts you? Sorry, maybe he has to have shoulders. And you know, he's and this is like OC, do not steal. Right, that era. What else did we do in the 90s and the 80s or the early 2000s? I mean, I can show you one of I'm not sure if I could draw. Okay, I had two OCs. Vocaloid OCs, of course, right? Like my utaoids. There we go. I was trying to remember what they were called. Like I designed my own utaoids back in the day because yes, I was heavy into the Vocaloid fandom. So I'll draw it for you guys just in case you are curious. Not terribly original. Let's just do a quick sketch. Knowing me, I'll probably draw this so much better than I have ever drawn them, and I haven't drawn them since I was in high school. This is not a sticker. Bruh, the rough sketch of the almost felt like a generic old man. It is an old man. No, I didn't draw an old OC old man. Can you imagine? I can just talk like an old man. Oh, I didn't draw that like that. How did I draw her hair specifically? Like something like that. By the way, this is like such a generic like look. You really went back in my days. Yeah, back in my days. I'm not sure why I'm taking this so seriously, but I am. I think that's how I drew the eyes. I don't remember. And now the reason why I drew this player's blank is because, like, there's definitely a reason for that. Because of course she had the bang in the front, right? Oh yeah, the side part. And then, so this is what she would generally look like. And then for her outfit, she had like, oh shoot. Cause I couldn't figure out how to draw like really good outfits. Like, she would have a tube top on. Cause even then I was saucy. No, I think I just was incredibly did not know what to draw. You could tell very like a lot of inspiration from like probably from Rin. Something like that. Yes, the classic fist hands, right? She also had for her arms. She also would have like arm warmers. Like, you know, the classic, like, you know the Sasuke arm warmers? Think of that. Like, she also had those too. By the way, she was panda theme if you couldn't tell. And she had a black tube top. Like that. Like something like that. And she had like pumpkin pants on. That's like white pumpkin shorts. But yeah, this is like kind of like my original OC, do not steal. She also had black hair. And this is what I designed my one of my OCs on. Never did anything with her. Actually, that's a lie. I think, like, back when I had a little bit more balls and slightly less embarrassment, because, like, that's what, like, when you wear those armors on fashion, I know, it's a fashion look. But yeah, like, this is, like, kind of, like, my very basic OC. This was, like, just one of two, by the way. I had, like, I had one other one. Oh god, the arms are very disproportionate. I also had, like, I had a second OC that was also an Uthoid, but I never used. But, like, it's back when I had, like, when I kind of roughly wanted to go into fashion design, but, like, I was also, like, super into, like, I was, like, really into, like, J fashion, but, like, too chicken shit to actually wear J fashion, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like, you know, how you want, it's kind of like one of those things where you want to dress alternatively, but you also want to fit in, so you don't do it. That was 100% me. Yeah. Nowadays, I just wear t-shirts and shirts. Let's see. So you're probably curious, what do I mean by that? So, goodbye, OC. I don't even remember if you had a fucking name. The other OC I had, and why were they all, like, based on, like, why were they all based on Vocaloid? Again, I was, like, heavy into my Vocaloid era. And I was just like, one day I'll make my own Uthoid, and I never did. I was also in Power Rangers when I was young, and when I wanted to cosplay one, man, everyone loved it too. But then I woke up. It's always when you wake up, you're like, never wake me up. I remembered her being sleepy-eyed. No, like that. I'll just make her a little bit more chibi, I guess. I don't remember what her hair was specifically. I just know it was short. Her hair is probably very different from this, at least the bangs are. But I'm just gonna draw her this way because I remember her hair being, like, quite short. Not that it matters, because there's going to be a reason why it's not going to matter that much. And the reason why it's not going to matter, because she wore a fucking hood. It was like a striped hood with, like, it was a striped hood. And then it also had, yeah, just like that character. Like, it was thin, bunny ears. I actually make this, I also made this hood, actually, because that's why I based her off of. I based her off of, like, this jacket. Well, not really jacket, but, like, vest that I made. Because, like, I saw this fabric, this striped navy blue jacket, and I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to make it into, like, a vest. So, like, it was, like, something like this. And then there was, like, a button here. Like a singular button, because of course there was only a singular button. Then continues being striped. This is very disproportionate, but like don't worry about it. And then they also had, guess what they had on their arms? They also had the arm sleeves, like the arm things, because apparently I made them very similar in terms of design. Something like that. Cause hell yeah, who doesn't want to have the arm sleeve, leg sleeves, pumpkin pants? Everything was poofy. But yeah. They could have basically been the same character, honestly. One was just moody than the other. Not gonna lie, she looks like she's doing the ghost thing with the longer jacket where she put the back side of the jacket above her head. Yeah. But those were my OCs back in the day. Like, these are, like, they're basically the same outfit, but with one with a bunny jacket. Were they twins? I don't know. I don't know what Munii back then was thinking. But I would 100% say I'm not that original. Mostly because, again, I think a lot of, like, the arm sleeves, like, I think because my thought process was probably this. Oh, Miku, Rin, and Len have the arm sleeves. That means that all, like, the vocal aids that I design have to have the arm sleeves. You know, the classic, like, oh, they have it, therefore I should have it. And again, the influence from the Rin and Len probably was was also, like, the leg warmers as well at one point. And I'm like, also, I was, like, really into, like, Shugokara at the time, I think. So, like, I remember, like, Hinori Amu, right? Amu had, like, those leg warmers. So kind of like influenced by that. So you can see that like Munii back in the day, not a terribly original designer, we'll just say. I feel like my head's cut off a bit, so I'm just gonna lower myself just a little bit. No, take the entire jacket too. There we go. And then I think it's because I'm usually like a lot shorter. Fix that. Yeah. But yeah, not terrible original, not terribly original OCs. Where did the innocent Munii go? Where did her innocence go? I also used to be really into Fruits Basket when I was younger. But like I haven't I don't think I watched like the anime for that, honestly. I never watched the anime for it. I read the manga and luckily I was able to finish it at one point. Oh shoot. I was gonna fall over. But it was fun to go down memory lane a little bit. Let's see. Let's get back to drawing. More important things, arguably. Oh, coffee, you sleepies? Did you like my distraction, chat? By the way, where is he? Coffee is, Coffee is hiding behind underneath my table, in case people are kind of curious. Now, if you're talking about my husband is in a different country. What do you mean, ha? Okay, that sounds sussy as fuck. Well, no, Coffee is my dog. He's being all sleepy. He's in his dog bed for once. He's not screaming at me. And then Bard's in another country, chat. Don't worry, he's in the farm upstate. He's in the farm up north. Don't worry, chat. Bard's okay. He's happy, healthy, and on a vacation. Trust me. I thought you can Bard as capybara. Well, I call Bard the Cappy, or I refer to him as my husband, because he's my husband, and and then Coffee is Coffee is our son, our fluffy boy, our son, our life, my annoying brat, because he's a Pomeranian. Apparently, I thought to myself, what's the loudest dog I can get? Ah, yes, Pomeranian. I'll get that then. I say lovingly, I do love Coffee very much. I would never trade Coffee for the world, but it'd sometimes be nice if he was just quiet. But right now, he's very quiet right now, so it's kind of a little jarring, a little bit. You know, when your pets who usually scream at you are really quiet, you're always kind of what are you up to? That's usually Coffee, to be completely honest, but he's being very good right now. I think he's just sleepy today. So we're not going to bother him too much. I did debate about adding a puppy cam for Coffee if he wanted to see what Coffee's doing. But sometimes he's not in his bed. Sometimes he's just wandering around the house, right? Because he doesn't want to stay in the same area as me. He wants independence from his mama. And wants to not hang out with me sometimes. But I'm not sure. No, he's just really quiet today, so it's kind of nice. Children should be seen, not heard. No, I'm kidding. Coffee's very good. As much as I complain about my dog being noisy, he's very good at making sure I go outside. Because, I don't really like going outside that much, because if I could... Okay, look. I'm gonna put this into perspective for people a little bit. If I didn't have Coffee, I probably would never leave my condo. Because there's no reason for me to leave other than to get groceries. I don't particularly like going outside that much. And, cause I'm I'm a very content kind of person. I will just probably stay at my computer 24/7. Coffee actually forces me away from my computer a lot. So, that's the nice thing about, having a dog and a pet is just to make sure that you have a little bit more, things to do, if that makes sense. And not just always be at your computer. I know that when, I had that nasty habit, especially when I live with my parents, because, I don't have to, the responsibilities are kind of, split up a little bit when it comes to taking care of a pet. But, when I'm by myself with Coffee, he forces me to go outside because he has to go outside, right? Not saying that he's housebroken. He has his own pee pad. I'm very lucky in the sense that my Pomeranian, he's pretty good with the pee pad. My Maltese, on the other hand, is not very good, but he doesn't live with me at the moment, so it's kind of fine, because he has a big backyard that he can go to the bathroom anytime. But for Coffee, he's actually trained himself I like to say, like, he can like do his number twos inside, but he's actually kind of semi-trained himself to be like, if he really wants to go outside, he'll start barking at me. And usually when he goes outside, right, it's because he wants to do a number two. So Coffee has trained himself to do that, and it's really cool. And I wish I could, like, you know, I wish I could kind of like, I wish that he didn't scream at me a lot of, like, during streams, because I can't really take him outside during streams. But luckily he can hold it a bit. He's like, make you touch grass, make you touch the grass, I shall. Exactly, especially with the number twos. So, like, as much as I am annoyed by his barking, I'm also kind of very appreciative of his barking. You know, he just makes sure that I'm healthy a little bit. Now, do we go for the long walks? Not necessarily. He walks like a little old man. Because Coffee is like, he does his little, like, waddles. Like, and you kind of have to sit there going, okay, Coffee, let's go for a walk. And he's just like, no. I need to pee on everything, and I need to sniff everything. Oh, you want to go that way? I don't want to go that way. I'm just going to lay down. Like, he's very stubborn. So if you, like, have, like, water the grass, I will. Exactly. And he's basically, like, he walks like an old man because of my age. He's being considerate of me. I'm so glad. No. Like, I think for Coffee, it's like, he's so curious about all of certain things that he wants to go in a very specific direction. And then it stops you from, like, going, so you really honestly take forever to get to one place to another, like, because you have to semi, like, drag him half the way to go, and then sometimes he only wants to go, like, a very specific direction. He will not go in the direction that you want to go into, which would be fine if, like, you know, it wasn't away from... Okay, so this is gonna sound weird. He remembers where my parents live, and because I don't live that far away from my parents, so he'll start walking in the direction of my parents' house. So even if we try to, like, take him back to where we live, he's like, no, we're going home. Like, because he still, like, thinks that my parents' house is kind of, like, is his house, too. So he's kind of like, why aren't we going home? And then when we get back to, like, the apartment, he's like, oh, right, this is where we live now, right? You know what I mean? Or maybe I shouldn't do angry, I should be more like... And then do kind of like... Maybe like star eyes. Like something like that. I think I remember how to do the star eyes. Like, there's a very specific way to do it. How did I mix it up? Wow, cool. I'm getting a call, no worries. Yeah, but that's how I make stars, by the way, in case anyone's curious. Then what we can do is we can actually, like, warp it so it's a little bit more angled. And then we duplicate. And then we'll do pink blush. Or maybe we should have it like up above. Let's move this down. Now the real question is, do I keep them like a plain white? I guess so, right? Like that. Then we gotta do the shading. Like that. Oh, that's a nice color. Yeah, we'll stick with this one. Then we'll just erase this a bit. Very simple, low brain energy kind of sticker. Bold lines. Stretchy. Need to untrim myself. I'm eating so much fruit today. I have jam. I have jam on toast. I have a smoothie. Now just figure out what text to use. Fill it now. And then we're gonna have kiss! Kiss! No! Kiss! Now we'd also figure out what kind of text style we want this in. Imagine if it was like this text. Kiss! I'm not very good with typography, honestly. I feel like we should just like have like a clean one, right? Like something simple like that. Stretching. Now the real question is, do I have to add a heart in the background, right? That looks ugly. And then we erase. Lightly brushing it, just ever so lightly brushing it. Up. Oh, that's cute. This is cute. Look how cute it is. Chat. Now I could make it like the nose nostril flares, but it's hard to see. Like I feel like if it was animated, I could do like the nose nostril of these. I know that like if I were to animate this, I'd probably have them like hop up and down. To be kind of like, oh, I can't really show it. Be like, I don't know. Okay. That's one sticker. That only took me an hour. With also some like slight distractions. Okay, so this is something that's really dumb. This, but instead of now kiss. Do it. This is a dumb idea. I'm going with it. I'm not even a fan of this series. But it seems like a funny thing to do. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me cook. Okay, let's just erase this face. How should I do it? Just let me cook! I want to do this right. How do I do this really dumb thing? I'm trying to figure out how to the best to do it. Oh, it wasn't. Was it closed though? that smile. Momo, you're so spooky. Hi there, bro. If I show you this, do you know what I'm referring to? Because I did, this is the sticker I did first, then now kiss. But now I want to do this. Who could it possibly be? The mysterious hooded figure. I wonder, right? Hey, would you name your little ghosties yet? No, cause this isn't like it's a costume you can download for free, so I didn't feel it would be right to name the ghosties, right? Cause it's not technically my asset. If you want to name them, you can. What do you mean, wow? I'm a Carl, the last one, Jones. Carl and Jones. Jones Carl or Carl Jones? CJ for short. Now, is Carl Jones, like, do you really name them, like, would that mean, like, you call one Ghost C and the other one J, then? So the real question, do I leave it gray? Or do I make them... Do I make it green? It's like an ensemble name for them, like You two or One Direction. I see, I see. Do we do this version or do we do the other version, chat? The unofficial version, we'll just say. Decisions, right? Or is the other version, or that's what my lucky coin said. If only we could ask a certain, like, Bartholomew or Capybara. Sorry, was going for a dinner date with your husband for going on dinner without asking you first, Munii. There was no dinner. You didn't even feed them? Leiru, how if you're gonna get Bart to, like, you know, cheat on me, you gotta at least feed him dinner first. You know, if you're gonna perform, that wasn't the goal though. What, he just fell in love with you by accident? Oh, it was accidental that you were like so dreamy and attractive that Bard fell for you. You just wooed him with a good time. It's okay. I had a meeting. Maybe it's genetics, who knows? See, Larry, this is all you have to do, like, because, you know, when you were saying that, like, you know, when you're struggling with the single life, just know you can woo a capybara, and really, who isn't attracted to people who can woo capybaras, you know? Just put it on your dating profiles. can woo capybaras, and all the women will swarm to you. They'll be like, oh my god, you can woo a capybara? Hot! Oh yeah, when you're letting her creative juices flow, true. I should just put on my CV. Exactly. If people ask for your credit, your capabilities, just say, I am able to woo capybara artists. Do you like this country shape? Do it! Those are pretty friendly creatures. Ta-da! I already did. The coin landed on head, so I did it. You know what? You know what I should do? I should also do a chew it. And it's just like, it's like rodents, different rodents. Chew it. That's all we're doing. We're just doing different variations of the sticker today. We're just doing like a bunch of like different... Knew it. Or I should do, this is, you know what? This is actually how I do my angry sign of, this was clearly designed by a man. I figured it out, chat. We're just doing a bunch of signs now. This was clearly designed by a man. Be careful with that one, because I chewed on quite a few strange things when I was younger, from cow bones to glass. That doesn't sound safe to do, country shape. And metaphorically, yes, stand because I'm sitting on right now. Here. And yet here, I metaphorically stand because I'm sitting right now. Are you? Are you sitting right now? Not metaphorically speaking? Honestly, we could also just have a sign that says this. This is how you mid-max on stuff, guys. You just create one design, one template. Almost like an emote, bop it. Yeah. how to fit this, right? This is how people do all the memes, right? They just have one really good idea and then it just like goes haywire. Something like this. This was clearly designed by a man. And you're probably thinking, Munii, that's so positive! Wait. Let me cook, chat. Why isn't this working? Why must you stop me? Why is it not working now? Why is it not working now? 3 memes got their own meme card, drove into a meme town, 3 meme cursors broke out. Truly. Did I press a button? I probably pressed a button somewhere. What button did I press, chat? How did I turn off that ruler? Or is that, did I delete the ruler and added... You know how I solve it? There we go. We fixed it. You mean the guideline? You're gonna see? Yeah, I think like I accidentally like switched it to a guide and not to the symmetrical ruler. Something like that, in terms of the expression. Maybe I should make it more angry. So angry. It's so angry. Do you want to know the story behind this comment was? Okay. So I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna tell you the backstory behind why, like, this has been in my head for literally years. to make. And it's not because I got mad at a particular product or anything. This is what happens when, okay. So, this was way before I met Bard. Like, way before I met Bard. This was, like, back during the time of my first serious relationship. And, because there has to be context to this. So, the side story to this story, to give context, is that my ex really, because he is Korean, when he came to where my area, we're kind of known for a special plant, I'll just say. You know, some people like to smoke it, and and that substance is banned in Korea. So obviously, when you can get this medicinal thing, you enjoy it. So basically, one day, so the funny thing is that I obviously don't partake in it, and they also had a young roommate who was I think 19, 20, and he was an international student from Mexico who also did not partake in it, right? But so there was like, so but my ex at the time had 2 roommates, right? And the other one also smoked, we'll just say. Like, so my boyfriend at the time, one of his roommates smoked, and then the young roommate, the 19-year-old Mexican foreign exchange student, and I did not smoke, right? But one of the things that my ex really wanted to do is he really wanted me to try it, just so, like, because, like, I think it's kind of like seeing your partner drunk for the first time type of thing. He really wanted me to try it. And he was also now there was a bit of peer pressuring involved with it, because they wanted also that kid to try it as well. So they kind of try to peer pressure him into it, and I said, like, hey, like, if you don't want to do it, like, you don't have to do it. Like, if you want to try it, but you're scared to try it by yourself, I'll try it with you, type of thing. That's what I was being like a big sister about it a little bit, right? And so but because he doesn't want to smoke it, obviously, they're like, okay, let's make brownies instead. You can see where this is going. So for the brownies, I don't even think they made it properly. Because, like, what you're supposed to do, and now, like, you're supposed to, like, basically think of, like, steeping it in butter, I think is what you're supposed to do, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, they didn't do it properly, so I don't really think there was a whole lot that was actually... There was a lot used, but not a lot that actually, like, got in, if you know what I mean. But, we decided to just sit around and, like, chat, waiting for it to kind of, like, hit. It didn't hit. You melt it with the butter, yeah. Waiting for it to hit. I don't really think it was hit. So we just like, you know, if you know anything about me, you know I can be pretty unhinged regardless. Regardless, like, I don't even need to partake to, like, say some wild ass shit. I don't know. Somehow we got into the topic of really dumb things. And one of the things I said that would be funny is if there was a t-shirt that said, "This was clearly designed by a man," and specifically I meant a V-neck, because I'm just sitting there going, okay, what kind of person designed the V-neck? And it clearly was a man, because, like, you know, he wanted to see more clear, like, stuff like that, like, and it's kind of like, so yeah. And, like, apparently that phrase just stuck in my brain or something, like all the inconveniences about, like, how, like, things, like, that were designed with a little bit of inconvenience for other people is, like, it was designed by a man. And I think the reason why it stuck in my brain was because I thought like it was hilarious for whatever reason, and I was like, one day I will make a product that says this was clearly designed by a man. And that's the backstory. And also his roommate, the one that does partake, was convinced I was on the funny stuff, and I honestly don't think I was, because I can remember very clearly what was going on that day and being kind of unimpressed by their attempt at making brownies. Well, you're achieving your dream, Munii. I know, I'm achieving my dream. Except this is not on a t-shirt. Well, you simmered the butter to extract the compounds and shit. Yeah, you know, if only we could do a cooking show, Leiru, where you're being like, now put the parsley, the finely chopped up parsley into the butter. Also wasn't designed by a man, funnily enough. It also wasn't designed by... yeah. Like, I don't know, there's like some things that like, I actually do say this phrase to Bard sometimes though, like unironically. Like when I look at like some designs, I was just like, that doesn't make any sense on a woman's body. This was clearly designed by a man. Like, I say it unironically because, like, I think the idea behind when I say this was clearly designed by a man is not because I think that things that men design are inherently dumb, right? Because there are plenty of inventions done by men that are quite brilliant, right? Obviously. This is for the concepts that, like, clearly this was not thought out. Like, a lot of, like, comic book poses, we'll just say, the ones where like technically it would break like the backs of men in a way. So I'm like, this was clearly designed by a man, because they didn't think about like the autonomy of things, or like they didn't think about how it would work typically on a woman's body. For example, boob pockets. And people don't understand when I talk about for boob pockets. Okay, let's close this for now. Boob pockets are like, so for anybody that's like has drawn a woman or has seen a woman, like when men write women in books, and sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's just really bad. Exactly. So boob pockets are the one thing I like hate when it comes to like female designs, right? So you'll have it like this, right? Here is a woman with her chesticles out, right? Right? Here are her boobies. Her voluptuous form. Right? So boob pockets, for people who don't know what boob pockets is when the clothing, because how clothing sits on top of boobs, right? Unless there's like something in between, it will always sit like this, right? Like this. Clothes don't inherently like go inward like this. They don't do this, right? That's not how clothes work on women. I'm sorry if I had to remove the mystique of women clothing design. But like, if a clothing does this, if any clothing does this, even if it's spandex, that is what I like to call a boob pocket. Because no article of clothing does that. They will, at most, like there's a little bit of a fold, and even this is a bit intense too, right? Most clothing like will have like that vague shape, because clothing even if it was skin tight, they like cling on to things like that, you know what I mean? It's like those gym leggings that dig really like there's a way that you can tell it, but for boob, exactly, like it has to be made like those gym leggings where they are in between the cheeks, you know what I mean? Like, how does that work? It's because usually there's like there's like for pants, right? We'll just look at the pants where it does it. You'll notice that there is either a ruching to like for it to have that curvature, or like there has to be something to like basically like slot the boobs in, or like slot the ass in, you know what I mean? Like nothing inherently is going to give you like that crack look, I guess, or like the like nothing is going to do that. It's just going to sit on top, right? When you put any layer of fabric onto it, right? But if you put like a special material like that, like just sucks in like that, of course it's going to be sucked in. It's like a thong, you know? It's something that I'm actually really annoyed by when it comes to some designs, because like you'll see like designs for swimsuits, for example. Swimsuits are like the latest like Hololive like bondage designs for the swimsuits, like Fuamoko, right? I think my biggest like frustration with Fuamoko's design is like it's designed, it's meant to be sexy, right? So I'm just gonna rough it, right? So like pretend this is like Fuawa, right? So her design, because she has booba right here, she has like this like band over here, because it's like this. But for some reason, like she also has like this choker that goes like in between here, right? So I'm like, so it's kind of like, how does this work? Because for some reason one of it's like flat on top. So is it between her boobs? Like it's a lot of like me, whenever I point stuff like this out to like Bard, I'm like, this was clearly designed by a guy, because he doesn't understand how women anatomy works. Because actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up the summer outfit. Hololive Summer 2025. Cause where are they? I feel passionate about this. If it wasn't like Fuamoko, it was like either Narissa or Fuamoko. Fuawawa. Okay. See this. This is what I'm talking about. So Narissa makes sense because it's on top, but then for Fua, it's like between her boobs. Why? Why? Like you made the conscious, and why does it fold up here? That doesn't fold up there. This if anything, for anything, it would probably more likely go like, and I know everyone's gonna say, Munii, it's for sex appeal. It's not because people care. I care. Actually, you know what? Fua's makes sense. Hers, it makes sense. Because at least if it connects, it's gonna go like here in between. It's just really uncomfortable for women. This one should probably do, like, it is stretched, so it makes a little bit more sense. But, like, I feel like there should be, like, a gap here. Like, there should be a gap. You know what I mean, chat? Because this is, like, kind of stopping it from, like, fully submerging itself between the cleavage. You know, the shit would be getting, yeah. I feel very passionate about costume design sometimes. Also, I felt like, cause like the thing is like Fua and Moko usually are like mirrors of each other a little bit. So for Fua, for Mokoko, hers is on top, but how come hers is between? Also, I like how like Shiori and Bibu are very like innocent compared to the other three. Anyways, that's my TED talk. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah. I feel very passionate about this. But it also kind of leads me to like one day, literally good to know as a man, and as an artist. Like, don't get me wrong, I totally understand wanting to have like sexy outfits. Cause as a connoisseur of the sexy outfits, right? An appreciator of the female form. I just, you know, some things it's like kind of like you want things to be comfortable looking as well. Cause like, and I think that's where my passion for like the whole, this was clearly designed by a man, because it's less about comfort and it's more about what looks sexy. But sometimes what looks sexy looks very painful to wear. You know what I mean? Like, or a pain in the ass to put on a little bit. Because I am a woman of convenience. Bard can tell you my favorite outfits to wear is a t-shirt and shorts. Because I am lazy. I am a lazy person. But it also makes it like kind of difficult because like sometimes when I try to design, like I'm currently in the midst of trying to do a redesign, but the redesign is so hard. Like this is like in all honesty, like I'm very envious of like character designers because like they are so talented and like can come up with like ideas, but I cannot come up with an idea to save my life. Can you share anything? Yeah, sure, because I've come up with nothing. That's why I can share whatever you guys want. Like, I tried about doing nails and I'm kind of not in love with the nails. I thought about doing like going harder into the panda theme. It's not really working. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, like, cause it's stumping me quite a bit, cause it's going too much into. It's not just going too much into into like. It's like the whole like, oh, I don't. Okay. The things I want to avoid for our redesign is off-the-shoulder jackets, because I have that. I currently have an off-the-shoulder jacket. So like, oh, the Teto draws. It's not quite Teto in a sense. And like, so I'm trying really hard to like think about like what I want for my outfit, because like I'm sitting there going like, I already have a jacket like in my current design, and I don't plan on like discarding Munii design, right? But I do want to have a different design. I want to have a different theme a little bit. So like that's what I was thinking, like, oh, maybe I'll do like something like this. The thing with panda designs is that it's very difficult to not overlap with somebody, because the color scheme is usually black and white, right? Or black, white, and green, right? Because of the bamboo, right? And then I actually have a VTuber sibling from the same mama, right? Who is a panda. So it makes it even harder because I don't want to copy her by accident. And so like, and this is just assuming I actually know a purple panda to VTuber. Exactly! So like, it's kind of like, do I change my colors game? Like, and then I sat there going, well, you know, I don't want to be purple anymore anyway, so maybe that's fine. But I'm like, And the reason I want to be purple anymore, I kind of like talked about it on stream. But like, even if I switch it to pink, there are pink VTuber pandas out there too. So I'm like, god damn it, right? It's really hard. Like when you like, cause like you want to look at what other people have done as like kind of like design inspirations and stuff like that. But then you sit to go like, oh damn, if I'm like too inspired, like too close to the sun, you know what I mean? Then you end up copying and you're just going like, fuck. So that's my dilemma. So far, I'm happy with this. This I'm actually pretty happy with. This looks like relatively unique enough. I I think like I would be fine with that. There's a little reference to my older model as well, and stuff like that, and like I have like a little ahoge, like so like you know I like there is a little bit more uniqueness to it, and then the outfit. I'm having so much difficulty with the outfit because like I'd be like, oh, do I want to have fluffy like a fluffy collar? Do I? And I'm like, okay, what if I? Because like with this style, I'm like, okay, what if I went like Gyaru style? Well, why do I want to do a Gyaru style? The problem with Gyaru style is that so many people are doing Kogaru, and I'm not exactly like a huge fan of Kogaru. And then I looked at like Ageha, I looked at like or Agejo's outfits. I looked at like. And it'll probably make you feel better not having ideas. No worries. Is it a blank sheet? I'm kidding. But like, no, it's just some stuff, just nothing concrete. Yeah, feel free to share it. Like, especially if you want to do it privately, feel free to DM it to me. But like, yeah, like, I'm kind of like, oh, I'm so stumped, right? Because I don't want to do off-the-shoulder jackets. I'm trying not to do off-the-shoulder jackets. You know what I originally wanted to do? I wanted to do, like, if I could, ignore the hair a bit, like the design. I kind of wanted to do, like, let's do this right now. Oh, shoot. Okay, what I thought about doing was like something like this. And then having like tassels or something like over here. Cause again, I'm a woman of the taste, you know what I mean? I like the idea of having something here and like doing like that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wink wink, nudge nudge chat, wink wink. Problem. I don't know how to make this dangle without it looking like, but with a censored version, so to speak, right? I see. The tattoos are gonna be in a pain in the ass. Tattoos would also be a pain in the ass a little bit. But like once you have it down, you're like a nude body, then you're pretty fine. By the way, I should probably do this. But at least you have more of, you have like a design theory that you would like to go with, Leiru. Yeah, everything's gonna be hell, but it'll probably look cool. I don't know. Yeah. It depends also. Okay, this is the other thing. Should I rig my new model? If I ever get to the point where I could rig a new model, would I rig it myself or do I hire someone else to do it this time? Because I'm kind of like not sure I want to do the rigging myself, but then I'm like, oh, but that's sometimes it's like $1,000 you're saving if you just do it yourself and don't be lazy, right? But I'm kind of like, I don't really want to do it. I'm lazy. Hello, Vengus, how are you? Right? And then, okay, so these are the two things I want to avoid, ideally. I want to avoid, okay, we're just going to erase this because that's not looking good either, right? I want to avoid a bodysuit because currently my outfit is currently a bodysuit, right? So no, we're not doing a bodysuit. That's one thing I want to avoid, okay? Okay, another thing I want to avoid is jackets. Like this, off-the-shoulder jackets. Why? It's not because like everyone else has one, it's because I have one. I already have an off-the-shoulder jacket, guys. I don't need another one. So no. So it doesn't leave that much because say if I want to go back to doing this design, right? say I want to go back to doing this design and I want to have like the little tassels here. What's going to be under here? Because I need to have something under here so I don't get banned. You know what I mean? I don't want to get banned off of Twitch or Twitter, right? Or not Twitch or Twitter. I don't want to get banned off of, well, I don't want to get banned off of any platform, right, per se. But like, I don't want to get banned off of YouTube either. So like, how do I, you know, cover this area, right? If I have tassels there. And I thought about going, oh, well, what if I had like a bandeau, right? But then it has to look good, right? You get a sheer well, that's like, I have a sheer toggle. I have one, but like, I have a sheer one too, right? Technically, I have a sheer toggle for mine too. But this is all to say, it doesn't match the aesthetic of this, though. Because this is so, like, modern, and what the outfit I like is to, like, it doesn't look good with it. It's like two different concepts I'm trying to smash together. It's either I get an outfit that I like, or it's either I get, like, the more traditional, not traditional, like, Chinese-inspired outfit, or I go, like, more into like high fashion style, you know what I mean? And then it's a fashion clash a little bit. And this is where I start screaming. Bard has witnessed me trying to like do a redesign for the past several weeks because I said to myself, this is the condition I gave to myself. I am probably not going to draw my own model, right? Like I have for people who are curious about the backstory of my model, and they haven't been here for a long time, I just purchased this design because I saw this design and I was like, wow, I really like it. And then it went on sale and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna buy that design now because it's on sale and I get other stuff with it. So that's how I ended up with this design. It's not to say I don't like the Munii design. It's not to say that I wouldn't, that I plan on selling this model after I finish, if I ever change to a different model or upgrade it. I will never sell this model. I used it for 4 years and I really, like, it's part of my brand and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It feels weird to like let it go after so long. Like, I know other people can do it. I'm just not that type of person, especially because the rigging is kind of you know what I mean? That being said, right? I was talking to Bard, I'm like, oh, like, there's a couple artists I like, and I'm thinking of, like, commissioning them, and Bard's like, but should you be spending your money on a new model? Not because he doesn't support me buying a new model, but because he knows that's very expensive, and, like, he's kind of, like, going, like, are you sure this is what you want to do, Munii? I will support you if that's what you want to do. And I'm like, yeah, it'd be nice to, like, kind of, like, have a new toy a little bit. And then I was looking at this one artist. I was like, kind of like, oh, like their art is so nice, and like they're on sale, and I would really like to buy from them. And then Bart's like, okay, like you can think about it a little bit, and like if you really want it, then like you can go commission them. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I was humming and hawing, and then I was like, and then it turned to Bard eventually, and I was just like, okay, Bard, how about this? I will not commission an artist until I'm able to come up with a design, a redesign that I like. Like I won't, like, cause like the thing is that yes, I can approach some artists and ask and commission them to do a design 100%. But if I'm going to try to save a little bit of money and a little bit of coin, I should at least approach like a new VTuber mama with like at least because this is just even assuming. This is just even assuming I don't go with the same artist that I have for my Munii model of the current stage, because for I could 100% go back to Lolo Mama, but like I don't know. I kind of have started to open up to the idea of using a different artist. Also partially for budgetary reasons. Like there's some really good artists out there that are a bit on the cheaper side. There's a little, so like that's what I was thinking about going to them. but like I'm also sitting there going like, how much do I want to spend? So I've been doing a lot of research on like different artists I would like to work with. I think I found one artist I would love to work with, but they don't offer designs, so I have to, like, regardless, I would have to come up with my own design in the first place. So that's where I'm at currently. I'm currently at the stage of, fuck it, I'm just gonna design my own model, because not only does it save me money, it also forces me to really think hard, long and hard, what do I want in a model? You know what I mean? And it's like also like thinking about, do I want to, is this like a complete redesign, or is this like kind of like a costume change or anything? People are probably also wondering, oh, Munii, why don't you just like redesign on your current model? I don't have a nude model of this. I do have a different outfit, but I don't have, but my mama did not include a nude version of my model because I didn't request one at the time. I didn't really think about it. I should have probably when I think about it, because it's easier to kind of design on based on that and other aspects of it. But I, at the time, didn't think about that. Yeah, the suffering, right? But yeah, the joys of designing and thought processes behind it. It's a struggle. Yeah. So that's why you got Munii, don't rush or anything. Yeah, I'm not rushing anything, to be honest. Like, I would like take your time and to get it just how you want it. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. Like, I'm not rushing anything. I'm just kind of like drawing something to see what I like and what sticks, right? And it's kind of the same when it comes to the stickers, right? Because for a lot of the stickers, like, I had a lot of trouble thinking about what to do for the stickers for quite some time. Because, like, I would have a bunch of sketches and I'm kind of like, not happy with this, not happy with this, not happy with this, right? Having, like, a couple of, like, simple, like, not thinky ones, like, this was clearly designed by a man, and versus, like, the Do It, versus, now Kiss. Like, I'm pretty happy with these, right? They're simple, they're dumb, but, and, like, you know what? Sometimes you want simple and dumb, if that makes sense, right? Because it's not because, like, would it be nice if I could sell them all? 100%, but I'm also kind of, like, happy-ish with how, like, they're coming out. It's the same with, like, I Can Be Your Angle. Continue on, I Can Be Your Angle, blue. And then there's Hello, I'm Self-Employed, or Hello, I'm a VTuber. Design, you know what I mean? And then for the more high intense ones, I have deadlines. But yeah, like, sometimes it's nice to, like, just simplify your ideas with certain things. There are some other ideas I want to do, but, like, sometimes I'm overcomplicated, so I sometimes just need a break to, like, not think about it. Which is why I haven't, like, gone back to this one, which is the Designated Con Mom sticker that I really do want to make and, like, finish up. I'm just not happy with the art style I chose for these ones, because, like, this, it doesn't really fit, right? So, like, it's kind of like, how do I make it work better? Stretch. Yeah. The struggles. Struggle. I do like how I drew this cat, though. And also the bunny. That's peak bun design, thank you. I thought of all of them having like the Cookie Mama hairband. That's why they all kind of have hats. I might get rid of it the more I look at it. But maybe I'll go back to the bun one because I like that one the most. I think I was like trying to figure out like the art style if I want to go for a more sketch design or if I want to go for the hard lines. Ah, Coffee. I thought Coffee was making a noise. And he's just sleeping so silently. Well, I know how some people draw these. They did kind of like do shapes more. And like clean it up. Like kind of carve it out. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But I'm so used to like outlining it first. Maybe more up here. Also, the questions of like, if you want to like keep it like still black or if you want to color it. I might color like the lines later different. I think that also the bandana is what I had like a little bit of stumpness with. Because it's hard to tell it's a headband. Because it looks weird. If that makes sense. Like, it makes sense, but because the design is supposed to be simplified, it doesn't make sense to have it there, right? And then it's just like, do you add... So then what do you do, right? So I think that was one of the reasons why I had to, like, hold off on it. Because I could just, like, design it, like, without having a headband on. But I think I'm so oddly attached to the idea of cooking mama a little bit. What other things do mamas wear? Well, I think because I'm just so used to the little handkerchief on the hairband. Damn, mama. Cookie mama. Just so influential what mamas look like. Let's just draw without it then for now. Maybe like that. Just keep it simple. Oh, that's not the right layer. Have that there. Just doing your booty touches. I was just like, why is my dog so quiet? I was like, where'd he go? I'm like, oh, he's right underneath my chair. I have to be quiet. I have to be careful. Not quiet. He's heard me talk the entire time. That. Maybe more like... Scissors. I should like make my eraser so much smaller. I don't know why I'm like threading the needle with it. Okay. You're always doing the booty tush. How does this look? Does this look remind you of a con mom with this repaired stuff? I do feel like I have to do like a more complex design. Like one what, like a couple of like silly designs and then one serious design. You know what I mean? We'll put this in this. Color the body. Oh, I shouldn't make it this pink. Should make it maybe like a soft blue. And make it white. Just make things like very like clean, very like basic, right? Keep it simple, Munii. Just keep things simple. Oh, this should be done here, yeah. What color should we make the bunny? Orange? No, but that'd be too close to the basket. So what are we doing here? We're making some stickers. Welcome in, Yokai Channel. We're trying to make a designated con mom sticker. Maybe like a nice orange. Oh, I didn't color all this fully. I have to go back to that. Fix that. Make it easier for me when coloring. Then we color this in. That. And then this one over here. Ah, shoot. Didn't finish coloring that part too. My dog just starts snoring. My dog is such a lore snoozer. And the flower over here. Balancing out the blue. By having a blue flower here, maybe. Like that.
You what?
Like what? What? Did you expect me to make that noise, chat? Angus? Did you expect me to make a duck noise? Yeah. Such a peaceful street. Nice drawing and everything. Yeah. Do you guys? I think though, like, it seems like something happened on my end, so I think I'm gonna start ending off share around here. Because I need, it seems like, somebody needs my help with something, so, you know, it's all Gucci. I think we are off to a great start in terms of finally getting to the designated con mom. So, we're gonna see... Oh, not clip. Whoops, I clipped something, but I didn't mean to clip it. What we're going to do is we're going to go into somebody. Oh, you know what? We'll go into happy little rodent friend. Oh no, they've been streaming for a long time. So let's go with someone else. Let me check. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Because it was recently their birthday. I think last week, exactly? Yeah, oh, not exactly 1 week. Whoa, what's my math? But anyways, I really appreciate everyone coming by and saying hi. And like, you know, keeping me company while I was drawing some stickers and discussing like, ideas. Yeah, I know, you think that like the Maple Land education system would be a lot better. It's not. But I hope everyone has a good day, good morning, or good afternoon. And I will see you tomorrow for Sushi Ben! I'm so excited! Okay, well, bye everybody!